Hi EXODIAC fleet, this is Saiko Yomi delivering some information about Joint Siege, which is currently the only fleet content on our current game patch in Crystal of Atlan. As I'm sure you know that we are just a minuscule amount of damage away from being number 1 on our server. Basically, it is a cross-server fleet instance where fleets compete to deal the highest combined damage to a mecha boss. Only 8 members can enter per run, so every second and every roll matters. Coordination, buff timing, and execution are key. The next part will be food buffs and setup before entering the instance. Number 1 will be craft beer party. 20 minutes before the start, the party should decide which buff to use. Recommended ones to use will be the crit damage or the raw 5% attack increase ones. Please use all of these food 10 minutes before entering the instance. For the mecha potions, these are only obtainable from the pet and mount gacha as A tier rewards, but these are tradable, so just let us know if you need any. The guild merchant also has weekly supply of all types of useful food for the instance. Also use the elemental food corresponding to the elemental build you are prioritizing for even more damage. And last but not least, get the rest buff inside the adventurer's house for 3% more attack and skill damage. Do this 5-10 minutes before entering the instance. Here's a simple checklist to follow before entering the instance. There are only 2 major mechanics in this fight. The first one will be ground phase, where we fight the boss on the ground until he does the fish and magnetic field, where the boss does 5 AoE pulses that can one-hit you. Note, the boss is invulnerable in this state. Only our high DPS players should be left in the middle, because there will be a short window for them to DPS after the 5th pulse. Don't forget to bring at least 500k gold on entry for revives. Here's our DPS window after the 5th pulse. It will be around 8-12 seconds varying on our damage output. Note, please look at the blue bar below his HP as this is the indicator for entering the next phase. Turret holders should run before this bar empties. Execution is key to maximize damage. At this point, turret holders must be spamming the interact key to ride their corresponding turrets. See how on the sample video the user wastes around 5 seconds running to his turret. Imagine the missed ticks of 12k damage. Oh, don't forget your motorcycles. This will be the second phase of the fight. Pew-pewing the flying boss and waiting for the 2 nuclear bombs to drop. Failing to destroy the nuclear bombs will result in a map wipe, which will greatly hinder our DPS, as this is a simultaneous instance dungeon. Any time that we are not inflicting damage will allow other fleets to catch up or gap us. Phase 1 will recommence after the boss recovers, then phases 1 and 2 will be repeating until the boss loses HP. Roles will be decided on our communication channels, Messenger, Discord. With proper practice and teamwork, we will all know these mechanics by heart soon. For the class-specific guides and tips, please check on our Discord for tips from people with the same class as yours. Thanks everyone, and let's get back to the top.